Hi guys, today's topic about complication of sinusitis. There are two type of complication. One is extracranial, second is intracranial. Extracranial complication are orbital complication, osteomyelitis and mucocele. And intracranial complication are meningitis, epidural abscess, subdural abscess, intracerebral or brain abscess, cavernous sinus thrombosis or venous sinus thrombosis, that is other sinus thrombosis. There are total 9 common complications of sinusitis. It may be because of acute sinusitis or because of chronic sinusitis. If you see, there are numerous defects and periorbita is very loose and there are valveless blood vessel with leading to sinusitis. So orbit is very adjacent to the sinuses. That's why it is common location of complication. Staphylococcus and streptococci are most common pathogen leading to orbital complication. According to Chandler classification, type 1 is preseptal cellulitis, mainly antibiotic is effective. Type 2 is orbital cellulitis. Type 3 is subperiosteal abscess. Type 4 is orbital abscess. Type 5 is cavernous sinus thrombosis. What according to Mortimer and Wormold, it's divided into 4 grades: preseptal, second is postseptal, third is postseptal intraconal, and fifth one is intraopt, that is orbital abscess. So these are the common classification. So what we following is Chandler classification. This is very common to handle. First grade can be handled by antibiotic only. If you see this CT scan, only antibiotic sufficient. Second stage orbital cellulitis also antibiotic are sufficient. In stage 3 subperiosteal orbital abscess are handled with endoscopic sinus surgery or external surgery. Like this picture, if you see subperiosteal abscess is there, so it can handle by endoscopic drainage or external Lynch-Hobart drainage. So surgery is mostly required in Chandler grade 3, 4th and 5th. You see there is Pott's puffy tumor in this CT scan. This is also or subperiosteal abscess is there. Now talk about osteomyelitis. Acute or chronic frontal sinus can rarely lead to osteomyelitis of frontal wall, leading to softening of the frontal wall. That's called Pott's puffy tumor. It may lead to intracranial complications also. It's common in male than female and less common in the children. Endoscopic surgery or debridement of dead bone. Mucocele, this is expanding cystic growth containing mucus. Mostly because of trauma, it may be iatrogenic or maybe chronic sinus infection or blockage of sinuses. So endoscopic marsupialization is more than sufficient in mucocele. So these mucoceles are mainly frontoethmoidal, mainly frontal, then sphenoidal type. You see this picture, this is classical picture of Pott's puffy tumor or osteomyelitis of frontal bone. If you see this frontal sinus, and this is classical MRI of the mucocele. Okay, frontoethmoidal mucocele is there, which pushing the orbit on left side. Okay, and this is endoscopic surgery, and you can see endoscopic marsupialization in this picture. Now intracranial complication. First complication in meningitis, it's classical triad of fever, neck rigidity and altered mental status. Antibiotic is sufficient. MRI diagnostic of choice. Epidural abscess, there are vague fever, headache, sinus and vomiting, nausea, sinusitis. No pathognomic sign. MRI contrast is choice. Antibiotic and decompressive craniotomy is must. Subdural abscess, non-specific like meningitis, mainly symptom of ICP and meningeal irritation. There is surgery, antibiotic if it is more than 1.5 centimeter. If it is less than only antibiotic, 1.5 only antibiotic. Intracerebral brain abscess, MRI, gadolinium enhancement is investigation choice. You give seizure prophylaxis also with surgery and antibiotics. Cavernous sinus thrombosis, it's most severe and fatal complication due to mainly after orbital complication. It's initially unilateral but later on may develop in bilateral because of intercavernous sinus. The classical fever in this it is Piquet-Fence fever. CT plus MRI contrast is diagnostic of choice. Antibiotic surgery and anticoagulant should be added. Sixth complication other venous sinus thrombosis like superior sagittal sinus. MRI venogram is mainly in other sinus thrombosis. So these are the common 9 complications of sinusitis. So this is all about complication of nasal pathology, mainly chronic or acute sinusitis. Thank you so much.